Good evening, Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to another edition of MMB Live Show. I'm Angela Green, Executive Director of On Location Memphis. So today is actually the second day of a very important week in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's Arts Week. And tonight we have with us a representative from Arts Memphis, Ms. Tracy Larson-Wright, here to kind of share with us all about Arts Week, Arts Memphis, and all that they do to help to support the Memphis arts community. Now, normally we only have one special guest on the MMB Live Show, but tonight we have two. So our second special guest is Miss Gina Hills from Life and Entertainment. All of you all know her from her show, her television show, and her streaming platform. However, tonight she's here to kind of share with us her journey into the world of independent filmmaking. So very excited to learn what all she has learned about that. And of course, I have my co-host Christie Taylor here with me. We're going to talk about a little bit of film and music, entertainment news, and everything else. So go ahead, hit the like button, share the screen. Let everybody know that the MMB Live Show is about to begin right now. Good evening.
Hey, lady.
How you doing?
Welcome to my birthday month, December 2021. Yes,
That's
I
right.
had to start it off like that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I know you celebrate the whole month. You and everybody else born in December.
I have to. December 30th is my birthday, and it gets clumped in with, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, and New Year's Eve. So I had to kind of pretty much toot my own horn as we counted down to December 30th.
Exactly. Get it in early.
So how are you?
I'm doing fine. Just had to rush home. You know how we do, have to get away from the day job and come home to the fun stuff.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I'm doing well. How was your Thanksgiving?
Well, I had a day full of finishing up some projects and looking forward to some new ones. Actually, I had a chance on yesterday to be at an undisclosed location assisting with a silent short film that once I can talk about it, I'm going to definitely tell you all about it. But it's a big deal. It's a real big deal.
Excellent. So what you got for us on the film news tip?
Well, another big deal is Halle Berry. Can we say that I binge watched the other weekend, both the Kevin Hart True Story with Wesley Snipes, and then I cleaned my palate with Halle Berry's Bruised. And I'm so glad I did, because let me tell you what Halle has done. Her Netflix special, it topped global charts. Yes, her next film. But it's important to understand that this is a big deal for Halle, because not only did she star in it, but this is her directorial debut.
And I didn't know that. I didn't know she directed it.
Yes, she directed and starred. And when you look at that movie, the whole time I'm like, how did she do that? Because it's such an intense movie. She's really in just every scene, and it's high drama, high emotion. And to just think that she has to jump between, okay, we're going to set this shot, to then being in the moment, she really does deserve major praise. But she also, apparently, according to Netflix, deserved and has now signed a multi-picture Netflix deal. Yes.
It seems like they're giving those out like candy.
Ooh, See, I'm trying to bring her up, and you just said
no. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but I mean, it seems like everyone is getting a Netflix deal. I mean, I think it's good. I mean, it's good for Netflix because they have all this awesome content from different voices and different directions coming out.
But you know something, I have to say that in addition to her getting this piece of candy from Netflix, this multi-title deal, she actually already had some things in the works with Netflix before Bruised, introduced her to actually get a production deal. Halle, in her relationship with a candy giver, will be also seen in 2 Netflix originals outside the new deal, including a sci-fi project that I got to watch, The Mothership, from writer-director Matt Charman. And Barry's going to be executive producing and starring that one, but she didn't direct it. But she's also appearing in Our Man from Jersey opposite Mark Wahlberg. So that's big news on that. But let me tell you this. Hold on. not only the streaming company Netflix getting the deal, Deadline.com, one of the sources where we get our entertainment news,
Yeah, I saw that.
they
I
have now
saw that.
entered the streaming business with
Mm-hmm.
their
For
own
Contender, what is it called? Contender
Contender Films.
Films. Okay.
Yeah, Contenders Film New York, and it seems to be kind of regional. So I thought that that would be interesting because I'm like, instead of just necessarily, trying to get a global market like a Netflix to actually go and pare down into providing streaming content. But of course, New York is New York. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a global market, even if you just focus on New York content creators.
Right.
But one content creator we're going to leave on a very happy note, Malcolm D. Lee. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
the Malcolm D. Lee is in talks for a Boys to Men movie musical. Can we
Now,
say
I
movie?
think I'm looking forward to that. I love Boys to Men. I mean, I
Yes.
grew up on Boys to Men.
So there's everything in there right there. Malcolm D. Lee, first of all, we love him. Boys to Men, we love him, love them, and we
Yeah.
love movies, and I love musicals. So what could go wrong?
Yeah.
So they're literally, of course, once again talking about things giving away candy. Jukebox musicals are all the rage on Broadway, and now director Malcolm D. Lee is going to be bringing one to the big screen, showcasing the classic songs of Boys to Men. And they say that the working title is called Brotherly.
Mm-hmm.
And it says it's going to be about them returning to West Philly for a high school reunion after having gone their separate ways and eventually finding hope, redemption, and a new understanding of the enduring power of friendship. Now, I don't know if it's going to be necessarily Boys to Men or it's going to be a group of men that will be loosely based, on their real life story. But either way, Boys to Men, a movie and musical, can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong.
So I think for the music news, I'm going to bring it back a little bit closer to home. So,
Okay.
in 2020, with the pandemic, the city of Memphis actually had some CARES funding that they gave to the Memphis and Film Television Commission. And they produced a commercial called Juking and Masking. And I must say, I'm proud that one of our artists, Rowdy, his song was featured in that commercial. Well, I just recently learned that commercial has been nominated for a regional Emmy. So very happy, very proud of Rowdy, very proud of the Memphis and Shelby County Film, Television and Film Commission, and everyone else who was a part of that project. But this is our very first music placement in a regional commercial, and for it to be nominated for an Emmy. So I'm very proud of that. So looking forward to that. Hope they win, but you never know. And we're actually going to run that commercial a little bit later on the show so people can see what that was all about. So that was the first thing that I definitely wanted to make sure we celebrated. And of course, I'm always talking about NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and the metaverse. And I told you, I think a couple of shows back, I mentioned that Snoop Dogg was getting into NFTs and, has been in NFTs for quite a while. Well, I recently learned that someone paid $450,000 to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor in the metaverse. Oh, you're muted, Christy.
So that's the reason they're saying that there's millions of dollars of real estate has already been sold in the metaverse is because almost $500,000 was to be next year. Oh my God.
So they can build their virtual house next door.
This is
so the metaverse.
Okay, now let me ask you this, Angela Green, because you're all about investments. You're about that, you're about money in every known currency there is. So in cryptocurrency, when you're saying 450,000, are you saying at the value of the normal currency, or are we just saying in crypto?
They're basically giving you in dollars what they spent in crypto. Of course, within that metaverse, they use the tokens to purchase the land, but it was valued at $450,000.
Wow.
And that wasn't the only piece. I mean, supposedly, Snoop Dogg has basically partnered with the Sandbox. That's one of the metaverses. It's sort of like a virtual gaming system. So they entered into a partnership. They gave him, I think 122 parcels around his little Snoop Dogg verse is what they call it, something like that. And so people are able to purchase these these digital lots in his verse. And the closer you get to his actual mansion
The
in the
higher it
metaverse,
gets.
the higher it goes. And
So
so some other lots sold for like 300 and some thousand. I mean, he's moved a few $1 million in digital property thus far on Sandbox. So I'm
wow.
telling you, I mean, something. I
Um,
mean, I haven't figured it out
wait
all
a minute.
yet.
What's that song?
Something's
What's
going
that
on.
song? Will you be my neighbor for $450,000?
That's exactly what he said when someone told him. He said, "Won't you be my neighbor?"
Right. Well, I'm loving this, but I have to kind of date myself because I just feel like people are just catching on to what happened in the early 2000s with Second Life.
Mm.
Y'all remember Second Life?
I don't remember Second Life.
Okay, then I'm really dating myself. For all the old heads out there, Second Life, which is still around, had its own virtual reality world. And of course, the gaming world has definitely been living in that space a long time. So now it's ready for us consumers, for the general public to, but $450,000.
That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of coins.
Will you be
Just
my neighbor?
somewhere virtually.
Wow.
And so finally, I just recently read something about. You remember that concert, Astro World, where they had the stampede and several
Yes.
tragic deaths. So I guess Hulu released a documentary already on it called Astro World, the concert from hell. Well, they quickly brought it down because people were outraged. They said, "Wait a minute, that's a little bit too soon to be having a documentary when people are still laying their family members to rest. The cases are starting to be open. I mean, all the facts haven't really been laid out yet. So to come out with a documentary about it, they thought, you better.
That's in bad taste.
That's not in bad taste, definitely.
That's in.
So they did bring it down. They, of course, they brought it down because Hulu was saying, "Hey, we're not the ones who produced it,
Right.
but we're going to bring
you're
it
the ones
down
who bought
because
it,
people."
though. Oh, but you're the one. Yeah, but you're the ones who bought
put it
it
out there.
and aired it. As a matter of fact, somebody was saying, "Yeah, hey, all this love that we're getting, all this love we're getting all across the country, including LA." I was just reading about that because they're trying to connect Drake to it because I think the stampede happened during was it Travis? I can't think of the artist who was performing, but he was Drake was performing in the feature when it went down.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, well, that's kind of y'all can't get that
Exactly.
Yeah. But the point is that apparently it's not too negative on Drake because he's going to be in LA this Thursday, I believe, doing a free concert with Kanye West. They've kind of done an olive branch, adding to your music news for the free Larry Hoover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna be in LA doing a live concert for that. So hey, music news, concert. But I'm still a little, I haven't even gone to the movie theater, let alone a stadium. So
oh my goodness. Don't you be saying that? You haven't been
I know. Let the record never show that I have not been to. Yeah, let's strike that from the record that I haven't been to. Yeah, but I'm yearning for the theater. I'm ready to, get my popcorn and Twizzlers. Yeah. And set up okay, so hey, that's some good news. That's some good news.
That's good news. So we'll be right back and check out this our new Emmy nominated commercial.
There are simple ways to fight COVID-19. Practice social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet apart. Wash your hands often with soap. And most importantly, mask up.
And to know that has been nominated for a regional Emmy.
I know.
Congratulations to the entire production team on that. I know they're super excited. And can I just take a moment and say shout out to everybody who's checking us out. We've got Miriam, Sandra Askew, Rachel Townsend, also Robert L. Jameson, who once again is all the way. He's from Memphis, but he lives in LA. And thank you. All right, tuning in. All right, now we know who names before. Okay, then. Absolutely. Okay, Gina, she's working from the green room, and we appreciate that. So what's next now, Angela?
Well, we know 2020 was a very hard year for artists, and Arts Memphis is one of the organizations that really support that community. And so last year, for the first year, they came up with a way to kind of promote the virtual events that were going on in Memphis, to kind of just support them and just to get people still connected with the arts, even though we had to be social distance and many times we were quarantined. So in 2020, the mayor actually gave a proclamation for the first week of Arts Memphis, of Arts Week. And so I'm going to play that proclamation from last year, and then we're going to move into what's going on because we are actually in Arts Week this week. So here's what our Mayor Strickland had to say last year.
Hi, I'm Mayor Jim Strickland. Over the course of our city's history, we have always recognized, valued, and promoted artistic expression from our city's music and visual arts to present-day performances. During this time of uncertainty, the arts community needs our help with relief funding to retain jobs and operate in this current environment. To help raise awareness and to highlight the many talented artists throughout our community, I'm proud to proclaim the second week of December, Arts Week, a reoccurring annual week-long celebration to showcase Memphis's dynamic, diverse collection of artists and the organizations who support them. This has been a difficult year for all of us, but together we will get through it.
So we are here in our second year for Arts Week, and we're very happy to have on with us tonight Tracy Larazan Wright, who is the COO of Arts Memphis. Hi, Tracy.
Hi there. Thanks so much for having me with you all day.
Excellent.
We're so excited to have you as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this Arts Week actually started yesterday, correct?
Correct. Yes, it's December 5th through 12th.
5th through the 12th this year.
Yeah.
And so just take us back. What made you all come up with Arts Week to begin with specifically?
Sure. Well, last year when all of a sudden audiences dropped off and a lot of contributions dropped off, nonprofit arts organizations were really scrambling to continue to employ artists and dancers and actors and to continue to produce content and make the arts available and accessible to us all virtually. And so we developed this as a PR campaign to draw attention to the impact of the pandemic on our arts sector and also to encourage folks to get involved in the arts. So back last year, participate in a virtual performance or event, or to contribute if you were able to last year. You know, a lot of organizations do their year-end giving campaigns, as does Arts Memphis. So it was a chance for us to just shine a spotlight on the arts sector, call attention to everything that the arts organizations were doing then to keep us all in the arts, in our own places, wherever we were. And so this year we thought we wanted to bring it back again, because we're still, you know, the arts sector is still struggling. You know, organizations have developed great safety protocols to enable people to come together safely to participate in arts events, but audiences still aren't back full at 100%. A lot of organizations aren't at 100% capacity. So arts organizations still need our help and our support to get back to that. So, you know, they never stop creating, they never stop presenting. But a lot of times they did so, you know, especially small organizations, they maybe just did so as a volunteer. You know, if there was no revenue stream, they just continued doing it just so that they could keep providing arts experiences for folks. So I think we all learned this last year just how vital and critical the arts as a whole are.
Absolutely.
Lives. And so this is a chance for us to just remind folks how important the arts are to our lives, to our community, and to encourage folks to give or to engage. And, you know, again, our message this year is we're all contributors. So be that the actors, dancers, musicians on the stage manager, the lighting director, the donor who made the contribution, you all doing your awesome programming that you're doing. We are all contributors to this dynamic arts sector that we have here in Memphis.
Absolutely, absolutely. So last year, most of those events were virtual. So are we starting to see more in-person events for this week?
Yes, indeed. There are loads of events, and we have a list on our website. If you go to artsmemphis.org/arts-week, we have a list of all of the various performances and events happening just this week. But if you go to artsmemphis.org/events, you'll see a full calendar any day, any month, for anything happening across Shelby County. And, I kind of took stock of what we've got on that list right now. And there are at least half a dozen organizations providing theater experiences this week. So we've got, everything from Young Actors Guild is doing The Wiz. We've got Hattie Lou doing Holiday Juke Joint. Theater Memphis is doing Christmas Carol. Germantown Community Theater has Elf Jr. Tennessee Shakespeare has a program, Truman Capote's Christmas Memory, and Playhouse has 3 different performances scheduled this week. So, and that's just theater. And then we have all of the art museums in town. Everyone has a great exhibit. The Metal Museum has their Master Metalsmith show up right now, which is really amazing. The Brooks has on Christopher Street transgender portraits. And then the Dixon has really important exhibit up right now, Black Artists in America, curated by Dr. Ernestine Jenkins from the University of Memphis. And then on top of that, if you want to make art, Metal Museum has some classes you can go to. Aero Creative also has classes. They also have a shop. Carpenter Art Garden has a holiday bazaar shop that was open today. It's open again next Monday, and you can get amazing things made by the really, really talented kids that live there in the Binghamton neighborhood. And then on top of that, we've got Collage Dance Collective, their beautiful new facility. They have Light the Dream.
Yes.
Yeah. Ballet Memphis' Nutcracker is coming back to the Orpheum. And then, of course, it's Memphis, so there's loads of music happening too, right? So, the Symphony, Opera Memphis is doing their drive-by caroling. And then next week, they're also partnering with Casa Teatro at the Dixon. And, of course, there's always, a number of shows over at Crosstown. And then Stax, they're doing their holiday party. So that's just what's happening this week.
And all of those are in person, it sounds like.
Yes. And I think one thing we do try to let folks know is that the organizations, all of these organizations are very, very serious about your safety. We want you all, we want everyone to be safe and enjoy the art safely. And so everyone has safety protocols in place to make you feel comfortable and confident participating in person at these arts events.
Absolutely. Well, I definitely want to thank Arts Memphis, because On Location Memphis, the Memphis Music Bank, what we do here, we are a recipient of Arts Memphis. They support us in everything we do and all the artists that we support. So, while we're here publicly, I just want to thank you, Tracy, for what you all do and for that partnership and our continued partnership into the future. So all of you all who are listening and who are going to watch this live stream after the fact, be sure to catch one of the arts events that are going on this week during Arts Week, which is December 5th through 12th. But the 12th.
The arts don't stop then, of course.
But it doesn't stop then. It'll keep going well past this week. Well past this week. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Trace. It was a joy meeting you. And thank you for the amazing love and support you show the art community. Thank you.
And thank you for the work y'all are doing. It's really important, and we really value your time and important work. So thank you all very much.
Absolutely. All right.
Right.
Here's we'll move into the next segment. Kweli TV.
I am over here touching buttons that I shouldn't be touching.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, Kweli TV, shout out to Kweli TV, and more importantly, shout out to the Memphian, Deshauna, who created Kweli TV. And for many people who do not know, yes, if you are scrolling through your Roku channel, if you're online, if you see pop-ups of Kweli TV, the creative Kweli TV, which is on the same level as Sundance Channel, that's on the same level as Netflix and Hulu. It was started by a Memphian.
And Shauna Spencer.
She's
her name, Miss Shauna Spencer.
Deshauna Spencer. And I believe she said, was she from Whitehaven?
She was from the Whitehaven.
She was from the Whitehaven, so she always liked to show us love, and we always enjoy. So if anybody knows Deshauna, tell her we constantly play her commercial. And be sure to log on to QuayleTV.com and find out all the great things that are happening. Check out the different movies. And if you're a filmmaker like the young lady who's coming up next, who knows? Maybe one day your project can be on Quayle TV.
Absolutely, absolutely. So speaking of our next guest,
I gotta say this before we say that, honey. Thanks to all the love that's in this chat, baby.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
Yes,
All
we
right,
know
all
we know who is responsible for that. They are here for the queen. That's who they're here for.
They here for the queen. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So we are very honored to have with us Miss Gina Hills, host of Life of Entertainment.
Hi.
Yeah, hey. How you doing?
I'm doing good, ladies. It's so nice to have you guys here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mom. Hi, cousins. Hi, family supporters. I love you guys so much. Hey, Christy.
Oh my God. I just learned how to reply LOL. Oh my God. So Kristen, everybody, thank y'all so much. I knew they were screaming. I knew they were screaming. I knew it. I knew that. I could hear it. I could hear it in the chat.
That's right. That's right.
And of course, sis, it's all love. All the love.
Absolutely. So we've been meaning to get you on the MMB
for
Live Show for a minute. Because now, when did the movie come out?
The movie actually premiered on demand. It was October 6th. We had the watch party.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. First, I want to say thank you guys so much for allowing me to be on the show. I love you all so much. I was telling Angela backstage that the blueprint that you all are doing is really helping me in my career. And I really am so grateful for you ladies paving the way for me.
All the love, Gina. You already know it's love. You know it's a love. Thank you, babe.
So I know you started off with Life of Entertainment, which is your sort of like your entertainment news and interview show. So what made you decide to venture off into independent filmmaking?
Oh, I was talking with my cousin Howard. He's the author of Howard Hines novels. Like, he had this book, and we were just sitting and we were talking. He was telling me about his aspirations as far as wanting to see his film and on the big screen. And my family, we are a loving family. It's just that we have to stick together. So I just felt like this is a perfect opportunity to spend time with Howard and to kind of like venture off into this project to make sure that it comes into fruition. And I was like, well, I have the platform, I have the distribution, and so let's make it happen. And I'm really blessed to have a lot of great people that believe in my vision. One is Aaron Davis of It's a Billion Ways Film, and he actually got an award in the city for filmmaking and photography and the hip hop realm, and he took pictures of a lot of great people. So I was like, hey, Aaron, I have this movie I want to do. And he was like, whatever you with, I'm with. And I'm like, period. Let's go. And so it went from there. And then so Howard decided, I was like, cousin, I want to make sure I'm doing things the right way. And I'm just so blessed because he also works for the Downtown Memphis Commission. Mm-hmm. So every location that we filmed at, he made sure that the licensing was correct. We made sure that we did all the proper channels to be able to give credit back to the city of Memphis. And then I'm very grateful for Miss Angela Green because I got a chance to do the soundtrack with the Memphis Music Bank. And then also from another person that I really love, the artist Khalid, all the way in Washington. Like, he has been there for me. Like, I got your back. What you need, a theme song? I got you. So I'm just really grateful. And from there, and then just the supporters, and like, I have my mentor, Miriam Green. Like, she's like, well, you can do what you have to do through God. So make sure that you keep God above everything, and just make sure that you have the proper paperwork. Get your paperwork in order.
Absolutely. So you learned a lot since you've been on this journey. Now, did you write the script, or did someone else write the script?
It's based off of Howard Hines' novel. So he wrote it, and I was just really like the script consultant.
Okay.
So, just some of the things like, I don't know about that. No, let's try this one here. But the best part about it is in support of the LGBTQ plus community.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I just wanted to show support in that. I think that with everything going on in our world, in our universe, the pandemic, death, and violence, I'm like, you know what? Love is love. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So
So I had a quick question. So for those who haven't seen it, what's the basic of the storyline? I know it's based on a book, but what's the synopsis of the story?
Okay, you got some popcorn?
Well, you don't have to give it. Don't give them everything. Don't give them everything.
Just give us a little
Just
bit.
give us the TV description.
Okay,
Right.
the TV description.
The TV guide description.
Okay, it's in a 3-part series. It's like a different 3-part perspectives. So the first perspective is from a heterosexual woman's perspective, dating. And you ladies know we've been in dating and we think that man is a little bit, we don't know if he a little bit, but we gonna stick beside him. We're gonna stick beside him, right? And so the first part shows that part of the dating scene with her having relationships that wasn't quite right. And then when she finally meets this guy, like it went as far as marriage, like, okay, we're getting married, you're gonna meet my family. But Howard, who is also the fan base of his novel, he's also in it, and he is the best friend to one of the main characters. And so you're gonna see a transition from Howard carrying over into the next scene with the lead person finding out about her man being bisexual. And then also in the process of this, the film is based around the 9/11 situation. So you will see a little bit of that with Howard and the loss of his fiance that kind of drives it, it has to flow. So it flows from the heterosexual woman's perspective, the bisexual man situation. I'm gonna tell you something. It's a lot of people out there that loves who they love, but they're still trying to keep up appearances. You know what I mean? And so you get to see him carrying the burden of, I don't know if I really like her, but I have this going on. And he got a whole nother man at home. So you see those transitions, and then you see, hey, Governor Atwater, thank you so much. I love him. Yes, we have Miss Atwater on here. And then also at the end, you'll see a happy ending. You'll see a wedding. And I'm going to tell you, we had such an amazing cast. And one of them he is in the filming industry, also the LGBTQ plus community, Candyman. And he was a really great character in this film, and artistic. And I'm just really blessed to be surrounded by so many people that were so supportive. Even the financial people, my mom, they made sure that we could finance this thing. Like, okay, what we got to do? It was one camera operator. We had to pay him every day. So I'm like, oh Lord, but this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna stick beside it.
Streaming, correct?
Yeah, I totally love the fact that that this was a family affair, and that how so many people in the community and the arts community actually came together to support you in this venture. So what would be your advice to, let's say, local filmmakers who are like, well, I want that kind of love. How can I make that happen? What's your advice?
I would say the advice is to love yourself first, and make sure that, not everybody is going to see your vision. Not everybody is going to agree with you. They're going to try to slow you down. Like, listen, you got to do this. But if your heart speaks to you, you have to love yourself enough to be present in your essence, be present in your spirit and in the Lord, and say, Lord, this is something that I want to do. You got to walk out there on faith. And then when you do that, God will put people in place. On top of researching, on top of knowing the proper channels, of course. So anything you want to do, Make sure that you research it. Find out the community, like the Memphis Music Bank. They have a lot of great composers on there. And what I love about the Memphis Music Bank is that you all already have the licensing for it already there. So if y'all don't know about it, it's already set up for you, like layman's terms, for you to be like, okay, I got this soundtrack I want to do. Y'all don't have to worry about any legal issues in the long run, because Miss Green is going to make sure that all those documents is together, and then you just go. Just when you get that football and you right there by the, and it's for to be a touch, you better run.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. That's our girl. That's
I
right.
know, that's the commercial.
That's
there.
right. And all the love in the chat. We see you. We see you. Oh, yes, we definitely do. I love that. I love it. I love it. So needless to say, what I know I have to say it. You got one more thing,
I
Angela?
wanted her to at least let everyone know where can they find the film.
Yes.
If they want to
Okay,
watch it.
Life and Entertainment has distribution on demand on the XOD network. It's available in over 10 devices, reaching accessible in over 2 billion homes on Roku, Amazon Fire, iOS, Android devices, Xbox. You can go www.xodnetwork.com. And you can go, I have my own channel, so it's Life and Entertainment TV. And when you go there, it's right there under movies.
And the movies.
Under
All
movies.
right. All right.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, Gina, what's next? What we got next? Okay, because that's what I was jumping over. Where can they see this one? Because I already know we've talked, and you're like, Christy, I did that one, and I'm ready for the next one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am super ready. We've rebranded, so now I'm able to offer TV shows, podcasts, movies, distribution on the channel. So I've rebranded for that, for people to be able to make monetizations for that on the XOD network as well. And I'm also in the process of writing another movie. It's about being in a relationship with someone that's controlling. I don't want to give it away, but you're keeping up appearances. It's real good. It's real good. It's better than the part when Ike Turner was in the booth and it was like she was trying to tell her to sing her song, but she knew the song because she wrote it. It's
Right.
good like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. XOD Network times Jenny Hills. Gotta love it. Yes, indeed. Gotta love it. New movie on. A new movie alert. Exactly. Yes. Oh my God. All the love. Howard Hines, Rachel Townsend, Kristen Reed. Oh yeah, we see all the love.
I love her. That's my niece. She's a teacher here in the city. Mm-hmm. And, they don't give these teachers enough credit, she was in there teaching when she had an outbreak in her classroom. Mm-hmm. So, you guys, in the midst of this, that's one thing that I want to also add, filming during COVID, making sure that everybody was safe. So I made sure that there was guidelines in place with the filming. I know a lot of people want to be on set, but if you don't have a scene that day, that's all it need to be. And Walgreens do free COVID testings, rapid readings within that day before you film. So that's another advice to anybody, because COVID is real and we have to protect our families.
Because Gina, you're a nurse by trade, correct?
13 years.
That's right. I remember that. So she's listen to Gina Hills, Nurse Gina Hills. She's telling you right.
I was the counselor, community counselor for 13 years.
Wow.
Absolutely. Wow. That is something. Well, Gina, I appreciate you stopping by the MMB Live Show, sharing all this information with us. Hopefully, when that new film comes out, you will grace us with your presence again.
Yes.
And we'll look forward to talking to you about as you continue on this new journey of being an independent woman, female filmmaker.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you so much for having me, ladies. It's such an honor. Anytime you want me back, I'm coming. You want me to grab my bag, my overnight bag?
Come on.
You in? Come
As a
on.
matter of fact, if you want to, we got a couple more things we're gonna get to. But if you want to hang out, we might wrap up with a little chit chat at the end. So feel free to hang out with us because your family ain't going nowhere. You can just talk to them in the chat while we hanging out. Okay.
Okay. Love you.
Love it.
All right.
We'll be right back.
She'll be back. I love that.
We're back.
We're back, and she's back. She's gonna hang out with us. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
So we are moving into our next segment, which is the MMB track of the month. And so I am going to share with us the track.
And so this set up. Let me say this. Gina just told you all about this website, MMB with Memphis Music Bank. And these are the types of songs you can put into your content, whether it's a podcast, visual content, whatever you need. And she just already told you it's legally sound, honey. It's already, the paperwork is already done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the track is Sunshine, Moonlight, Peace of Mind. This is by John Bell. I'm going to start playing a little bit of this. And you all let me know, what do you think about this track here?
I got some 70s, 80s vibes in there. Nice little groove.
John is actually a local doctor here.
Sunshine.
He just has a artistic side to him.
On my shoulders. Oh, baby. It makes me happy. Baby, you. Oh, you're that sunshine.
What kind of, where could you see this song placed, Christy?
You know, honestly, when I'm thinking about put this into a visual content,
the shines upon our souls, baby.
Radio stations, when throwback artists is trying to make a break into television, or they're trying to get their first deal signed and they're at the club and they're trying to perform this. That's what it reminds me of. A new artist trying to break in. It's an old school vibe. Very,
One more thing.
What you think,
This gives
Gina?
me the vibe in a movie, right? As it's transitioning into like a family scene, kind of like a barbecue, or kind of like he got a new love, you know? And she's trying to figure out what she's gonna wear on that date tonight. That sounds
You're my
good.
sunshine, baby. You're the moonlight.
Yes, nice old school feel.
You're my peace of mind. You're my sunshine, baby.
It does make you want to dance.
Yes,
You're
it's
right.
like everybody.
This is definitely a backyard. You're right. This could be a live band.
Yeah,
Barbecue.
this is a good family vibe right here. Some subtle going into the next scene, you know?
You're the moonlight. Now you're the greatest.
But you know, it's like one of those defining moments in the film as it transitions.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wait, girl, you writing a new movie. That's gonna be in a new movie in a minute.
I'm feeling it.
I'm
definitely feeling it.
You, baby. You are right there for me.
Sunshine, Moonlight, Peace of Mind.
Baby, you.
And John Bell is also Dr. John
You're
Bell.
my great comfort in life.
Dr. John Bell.
In every
And
profession, no matter
the
what.
way that you love me,
We got
baby.
in Music City, old school. That's
My life feels so complete.
Now, Robert L. Jameson, he's also a doctor.
You know my heart comes
He's
alive
in the film industry as well.
whenever
Yes.
that you're
And he has
by my
his
side.
own clinic in LA.
You're my sunshine, baby. You're the moonlight. Peace of mind. You're my peace of mind.
Yeah, somebody said two step vibe. Yeah, got two-step.
Yes.
The steppers are coming out. The steppers are coming out.
Yes. Come on, Governor and Water. We're going to step it out. Hi, Angela. I love you. That's my cousin, Angela. We got Star on here, too.
You're my sunshine, you're the moonlight.
Yeah, Gina, she totally called it. She totally called it. Yeah, Gina, our guest. Yeah, you totally called it. That's a background. That's a backyard party. Relationship. They're going to the next level. She's the family. Oh yeah, and yeah, the two-step. Oh yeah. Yeah. Somebody said cha-cha.
Star is an artist in Atlanta. That's my cousin too. She gonna be up next. I'm telling you.
What you say? Oh wow, that was a good vibe. So that's Dr. John Bell. He's in the Memphis Music Bank. And Gina, once again, just tell them what was your experience, getting music out of the Memphis Music Bank for your film.
It was a really great experience for me because I am such a beginner, so it was just really laid out there. Like, okay, you can sample it, you can hear it if it's befitting to your theme or whatever your scene is. This is good. It's affordable. And you just list if it's going to be in theaters, if it's going to just go straight to streaming, or how are you going to use the content, and they will have that paperwork for you. So all the content creators, film directors and things like that, which I know a lot of people work with the people that they know and all this stuff here, but you don't have that proper paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to, at the end of the day, we want to make sure, especially in our community, we need to be very savvy when it comes to paperwork. And that's not just for the film, but also for the composer, because you're able to get your monetizations for your music being on here, and you don't have to worry about that because it's already set up that way. So that's what I liked about it, because I always want to give back and I always want to be of service. And I'm really grateful to be around a lot of people that also wants to be of service. And it just feels like home.
I love it. Thank you, Gina. Girl, we're going to have to record a commercial with her, child.
I know. She's doing an awesome job for us. She's doing her job for us, actually.
Okay.
So if you want to learn more about the Memphis Music Bank, take a listen and look at this.
I love it.
Yes, and always have to let everybody know the music for that commercial spot was done by none other than Rowdy, one of the Memphis Music Bank publishers. So we try to, definitely promote and use the music that's in the bank for everything that we do, just so that we can continue to push them out there and to let people hear and see all the talented artists that we have. And everyone is from Tennessee. Memphis in particular, but the Music Bank is open to music curators across the state of Tennessee. So we're always accepting new music. You can do it through the website. Just go to Memphis Music Bank, BANQ.com. Go to the submission page and submit your music and all of the content and information right there. And we would love to have you in the bank. Love to have you.
Make your deposit to the bank.
Make your deposit today.
So that you can get that money that Gina's gonna, because she's gonna be pulling music out the bank. So y'all best to put your music in the bank.
Put your music in the bank.
Because she's gonna be pulling music out the bank. All right. Love
Absolutely.
you
So,
so much. Girl, Gina, you don't set my soul on fire tonight, honey. This is a good. See, I told you
what
my
you doing?
birthday, Mom. Gina was the right way to start this party. Oh,
Yes, absolutely.
my birthday month
Absolutely.
celebration.
So we're coming up on the end of another MMB Live show, but we definitely want to let everyone know about our latest venture, which is the Tour Club. And I don't know if Gina, if you heard about the Tour Club.
I haven't.
So that's the latest website platform that we launched back in June of this year. It is for filmmakers, music creators, filmmakers worldwide, music creators in the state of Tennessee, and it's a place for you to network with each other, network with industry professionals. If you want to see if you can get, I know you have your own distribution, but if you want to basically send that film in other places, Quayle TV or other
Yeah.
distribution channels, we
Yes.
have other distributors who are in there that you can reach out to and talk
Ooh.
to see about if you want to see if they want to distribute your film.
I
And
love
we
that.
and every first, what is it? No, it's not the first. It's the third Monday, right? The third Monday of the month, we have the Our Tour live stream, which is an exclusive live stream just for members. And this month, we will have Miss Gladys Mixon. She's going to be talking financing film projects. She's a studio executive and CPA from LA, and she's going to share her insights on raising money for film projects, pulling from her 20 plus years of experience putting film financing packages together in Hollywood. So if you're not a part of the Tour Club, you need to go and see about checking your eligibility to join. So you can go to the onlocationmemphis.org website and just click the Tour Club, and it will take you right where you can submit your information to check your eligibility to join the club. You want to get in while it's in its beta phase. There's a resource library for sample contracts and agreements and things. There's training videos in there. All of our live streams go live in there. Curated videos, how-to videos are in there. So it's just a lot of good information, and then you're able to connect and network with the other members who are in there. So we definitely need to get you. I'm gonna go ahead and get you set up, Gina, so
Thank
you can
you.
get your profile and
Gina's,
everything.
yeah, she gonna be in the All Tour Club, and if y'all want to hang
Our tour
out,
club.
I definitely think Robert L. Jameson, anyone who is a serious content creator, needs to be in the All Tour Club. I just want to say that Angela Green has done an amazing job, and I'm saying this not because she told me to say this, but between the Memphis Music Bank and now us segueing into the All Tour Club, making sure that the music creators are taken care of and that the film creators are taken care of. And when I tell you that the caliber of people that we've been having in these VIP live streams have been second to none. One of the very first ones was a master composer whose credits have been from the Oscars on down, providing us over 3 hours worth of training. So if you're a music creator and you want to learn about the importance of how to actually score music, join the All Tour Club and watch that. I had also an opportunity talking about distribution to talk to one of the representatives from a distributor. Many of you all heard how Damon Dash partnered with. We already have relationships with that company. They are personal friends of Angela Green. I had a chance to interview
Homestead Entertainment. Yeah,
Homestead Entertainment. We had a chance. I can't think. What's his name? I can't think.
Sean Armstrong.
Sean Armstrong from Homestead Entertainment. So if everybody knew about Damon Dash, but he's already literally in the All Tour Club. And as a member of the All Tour Club, if you have viable projects, you literally can network with him. We've talked to social media experts all across the country and around the world, providing us insight into how to take things to the next level. So let me just say one more time, on this month, in 2 more weeks, we're going to be talking to somebody who's deep in the Hollywood pockets, and she's going to teach us Memphis filmmakers how to package our films properly to get that money. So when I say join the All Tour Club, for this discussion for the 2021 closeout. If you really want to be serious about how to get that money to make your films, I'm going to be front and center because I really want to learn how to do it Hollywood style.
Get your question, have your questions lined up because that's what she'll be here for, to answer all those questions.
All right, now of course we're going to show y'all a little love. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'm just got to just kind of give them a little, a lot of information, so positive. Thank you all so very much. Somebody wrote a whole paragraph. Whoa. All right then, Howard. Okay.
Howard, you want to join as well? We have authors and we have script writers who are members of the tour club.
Yes.
Those authors are able to upload writing samples. Filmmakers are able to put their streaming and connected to their profiles, because producers are looking for script and content to produce. And that's what we want to do.
That's Howard.
That's your cousin. Howard is your cousin.
Okay. That's the one. The movie was based off one of his novels.
All right. Okay. Absolutely.
Well, he's definitely, make sure you all go to it's scrolling across the bottom on locationmemphis.org, and when you go to the website, look for All Tour Club. All Tour Club. Matter of fact, do we have one?
Come on, Howard.
That's right. Oh, I love this. This is good. This is so good. Once again, now I know. Can we just do one more bit of things before we go? 2021 has been a very great year for us. And I just want to give you all once again, this is what we've been handling all 2021 from July to December: digital distribution, music metadata, film production roundtable, social media marketing for film and music. Alter Club members jump in, which was super fun. And now we're closing things out with the finance and film projects. Go to onlocationmemphis.org, become a part of the Alter Club. All right. All right. Hey, one more thing. I know Angela said, watch the clock. We got 3 more minutes. Shout out one more time to the Memphis Music Bank, because one more thing we did have a chance to do is that the Memphis Music Bank had been hosting our MMB Live mixers virtually. However, we were able to do our final one for 2021 in person, and we took it stateside to Franklin, Tennessee, for the Franklin Independent International Film Festival.
That's correct.
And there's now a relationship that we're building on the eastern side of the state. So Memphis music creators, just know that we're about to take it to the next level. And people are so impressed by what we're doing here in Memphis. They're like, how can we duplicate this in our city? So let's jump in and let them know, Memphis, we still the music city.
Right. We still the music city.
We still the music city. And for those who are like, I'm interested, Tennessee music creators, you can be featured in the upcoming 2022 Memphis Music Bank mixer competitions, but you have to have music deposited in the bank. All right.
Yeah, you got to be a part of the family. Get it in the bank.
Angela got artists. That's my cousin that's on here. She has artists. She's a manager. So Angela, make sure you get some information about this. Also, Aaron Davis of It's a Billion Ways Film, the director of the movie, is on here. So hi.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'm trying to make sure I give everybody they love. I'm trying to make sure. Yes.
Robert L. Jameson is my collaborative partner. And he puts content on the shows. He has the 3rd Saturday of every month where he brings stuff like 50 and Older Club, stuff with Jam and J Lamont, and a lot of different content too. So
okay. Excellent.
She said, let's get it. That's right. Yes, I love it. All right. Well, I'm done. I think I've talked enough. This has been good for me.
It's been an excellent show. I've really enjoyed myself, enjoyed having you, Gina. Definitely. We're looking forward to you coming back. And I would just want to thank all of you all who tuned in tonight for the MMB Live Show. We're here every first Monday of the month. I don't think we're going to be here the first Monday in January. I think we're going to take us a little break, but we'll follow it back up on in February. You'll find us right here on Location Memphis Facebook page and YouTube channel. And so we'll just bid all of you all a good night.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy birthday to me and
happy birthday.
Love y'all.
Lives on.